So the Master of Biomedical Science at UWA is a 1.5 to 2 year degree. Now that difference in timing is because it depends on what you've got as an undergraduate background. Whether you've got a cognate background, that is a background in specialization that you choose to do. Now, the Biomedical Science Masters encompasses a range of biomedical and health-related disciplines. And that's from, for example, biochemistry and molecular biology to neurobiology, physiology, and so on. And we actually offer 3 specializations: biochemistry and molecular biology, human biology, as well as neuroscience. The degree can be done as coursework only, or it may be done as coursework and dissertation. Now, dissertation means a project is involved, and so that's hands-on laboratory work of independent research, novel research, with an academic staff member as a supervisor. The degree consists of units that are core to the degree, as well as units that are core to the specialization, as well as elective units. And if you choose to do a research project, then there are also units that are associated with that research project. With respect to the units that are core to the degree, well, basically, these units put biomedical science into context. That is, we look at biomedical science in a global way, and we look at the challenges, the global challenges that we face in this very large field. So we look at things from what causes conditions and potential solutions to those conditions, like obesity, cardiovascular disease, cancers, to providing food for people in a changing climate. So it's a very broad, lateral view of biomedical science. Then, with respect to the units that are core to the specialization, there are a group that are looking at the advanced technologies. So, for example, if you do a specialization in biochemistry and molecular biology, you would be learning how to solve the structure of a potential drug or drug product. And then the second category is really about how biomedical science is shaped. That is, what is the thinking behind all the disciplines, areas that make up biomedical science, learning about the cutting-edge discoveries, where we stand in the field, and also considering future directions of biomedical science. So these 2 categories of courses, the techniques as well as knowing about biomedical science and where it's heading, will prepare you for the world that you enter when you leave UWA with a Master of Biomedical Science degree. So with the units for the research project, should you choose to do a project, some of these units will be focused or at least emphasizing communication. And this is a communication at a much higher level than what you would have seen as an undergraduate. Being able to communicate orally as well as in the written form is, of course, very important as far as putting out messages, being able to do future career options. And other units for the research project are, of course, the ones that have to do with the research, with the hands-on research. And then, whether you're doing the degree by coursework or coursework and dissertation, there also are elective units. And they allow you to focus even more on your specialization, or you can actually start looking more laterally and seeing how other fields integrate with your specialization. We think that the strengths of our degree include this recognition of the multiple disciplines that make up this very large category or a big discipline of biomedical science, and also how these different categories integrate within biomedical science. You can also choose to focus, as I've said, in one area of biomedical science, or you can move between related areas, and the electives allow you to do this. Another strength is that you'll be working in small groups, and in those small groups you're going to be working with experts, and they work in all areas of biomedical science. So again, you're going to see how the different areas integrate with one another. And of course, a big plus to our degree is that it gives you the ability to do research. Now that research might be applied research, directly applied. It might be basic research with foreseeable applications, or it could be basic scientific research that lays the foundation for, of course, the applied areas. When you leave UWA with a Master of Biomedical Science degree, what can you do? Well, certainly you can go into industry and work with a pharmaceutical company. That might be in a managerial role. It might be in a research role if you've done a research project. You could get a position in a government agency. You could be an advisor on health policy or an advisor on health services, or you might be a creator of health policy or health services. You could work as an advisor to a patent law attorney, or you could go into teaching at either the school level or the university level. If you've done a research project, then you could further your research career by working at a university or in a medical research institute or in a government research lab. Or you could choose, if you've done a research project, to go further and do a PhD. And of course, a PhD opens up even more doors in the university, government, and private sectors.